Hey, my queens. Hello, my kings. Hello, my brothers and sisters. I greet you all in love and light of the Most High God, the infinite creator, source of all things, source within. In Christ, I thank you for checking your sister out. Real quick, um, I'm always talking about my spiritual awakening and whether it be the pros and the cons as far as things I have been experiencing along the way on my spiritual journey. Real quick, I want to share something with you. Even though this has happened to me, I want to share it because I want many of you to realize, no matter how many of you may see your sister, I'm still human. I'm having experiences, yes, indeed. And to some people, they may be a little sci-fi or out there, all right? Maybe some of you just don't believe the words coming out of my mouth. Maybe some of you look at it as though it's entertainment. I can't do anything about that. All I can do is keep sharing my experience, my testimony with you, and hoping that somebody will have a listening ear and hear what your sister is saying. Now, with that being said, real quick, this video right here, it's just me expressing a little testimony about something that I had did, all right, and it backfired on me. And I'm only sharing this because it can help somebody else. A person can say forgive, forgive, forgive to other people, all you want, but people have to pretty much, a lot of us have to go through this thing called you learn from your own mistakes, shall I say, and experience is your best teacher, shall I say. So that's why I speak about forgiveness so much, because I know how important it is to oneself to forgive. It free us and it help us to move on, all right, where we're not thinking about that person so much in such a negative way, which only reflects on us, all right. But real quick, there was a situation a while back, okay. This person that I had cared about had pissed me off, all right? And, I feel like they didn't appreciate me, okay? I'm just gonna keep it real with you. And during this time, I was in my feelings, because I'm human, like many of you. I was in my feelings, but even though I was in my feelings, I still should have been mindful that I was open to the spirit realm due to the fact that my third eye has awakened, And, I remember what the Most High God has taken. I remember where I came from, let me just say that, from a dark night of the soul. Once was in darkness, and now I'm in the marvelous light. And being in the darkness does not feel good, all right? When you're in the darkness, you attract the darkness to you. So long story short, someone that I had cared about, during this time, I felt like they didn't appreciate me, and they took me for granted, all right? And I really wanted them to apologize. But one thing I do know, you cannot force nobody to apologize, all right? All we can do is pray for people and pray they come to their senses and they get to that place of apologizing. But even if they don't, still we have to continuously pray for them. And even though I know all of this, I was still in my feelings during this time, and I want that person to apologize. I had my mind made up. I prayed about them. I said I love them and I forgive them, but I want them to apologize. I still just wanted that apology, all right? Even though I know the Most High God said, I'll fight your battles. You just pray and leave it at His feet. By faith, that's going to work itself out. For one's highest good. Even though I know all of this, during that time, I was still in my feelings. That night, first before I went to sleep, I had prayed about that person. Sorry about that, family. I went ahead and paused my little queen's interrupting mommy, so I pretty much just taking care of her, and now I can continue with this video. But anyway, like I was saying, family, so that same day, I prayed for that person, and I said, I forgive them, I still love them in Christ. But obviously, I didn't really forgive them, because had I truly forgiven them, they wouldn't still be on my mind the way they were. And also, I would not have done this, and this is what I did. That's right, your sister, this is what I did. So that night, after praying for them and saying that I had forgiven them, right, they were still in my mind. So in a way, that night, I ended up going, let me see, before I went to sleep, they were still in my mind. And I said another quick prayer, and what I had said in my prayer was, that I was still hurt by what that person had said to me. just the situation period, how it had ended, and I was like, I hope that person, no, I forget how I said it, but I'm gonna get to the point and give you an example. I had said something like, I hope that person have a restless night. This is what I said, this is what your sister said. I said, I hope that person have a restless night, and they toss and turn, Lord, just give them something to think about, and maybe they conscience get the best of them to where they come back and apologize to me. That's what I said. Now, I know there's life and death in the power of the tongue, all right? But during that time, I was in my feelings, and I didn't think that I was cursing that person. But like I said, I'm not God, all right? I'm a child of the Most High God, but I'm not God. So, and in the Word said, His thoughts are higher than my thoughts, all right? So, getting to the point, that's what I had said, all right? And when I said that, and I said, well, you know what, Lord, I'm going to let you handle it. But I said all of this before I laid down. Okay. Lay down. Oh yeah, I went to sleep all right. Woke up in the middle of the night. I realized I couldn't move. I couldn't move. All of a sudden I was conscious. I couldn't move. I was like paralyzed. I said, what's going on? And I don't like that feeling because I know sometimes it comes with it. It can be two things come with it. It can be either your inner man is leaving. It's not like fully leaving your body because we all are attached to it in a spiritual and biblical cord, all right? But the fact that you're conscious of it, you still, your body's still paralyzed, and this protects you because it keeps you from jumping up and injuring yourself, all right, during this time. But that's one way that you can be paralyzed is when your inner man having to leave your body at nighttime. Some people are conscious of it, some people are not. And you're in the astral plane, you're in the astral world and all of that. And another way also is when the ET comes around, they can paralyze you as well. Okay, so there are other ways other than just you being paralyzed and this have to do to something being real negative. The only negative thing I see about it is when a non-benevolent ET comes around, like a graze, whatever, and that's due to you lowering your vibration. All right, but during this time, what had happened was I had lowered my vibration. Like I said, I was in my feelings. I didn't think I said anything wrong, but I was in my feelings, all right? And it's not like, when I had said those words, it's not like you were loving. I pretty much want that person to hurt like I hurt. I want them to have a restless night and just toss and turn and just think about, how they had treated me, shall I say, and may it get in their spirit or in their conscience, to where they want to, say, I'm sorry because I was wrong, okay? That's pretty much what the sister was looking for, right? I was caught up in my feelings and, that's pretty much the outcome that I was looking for, all right? But anyway, I was still wrong because one thing, no matter whether I said it or not, it's still the energy that I put out. It still wasn't positive because I wanted something to be done to somebody, especially when I was feeling what I was feeling. I wasn't operating a high vibration because the words that come out of my mouth, they were still negative, and it reflected on me. It didn't hurt them, but it reflected on me. I was paralyzed, and due to my third eye being awakened, all right, all of a sudden, I started to, because my eyes were closed, all right? I was trying to wake up out of my sleep. I felt paralyzed. So all of a sudden, right in here, I saw like a circle in the distance, and I saw like these little short beams around me, all right? I'm not gonna say the circles in the distance. It was kind of close, but it pretty much was sent through my third eye. But it was allowing me to see what was in the room with me. It had allowed me to see what was in the room with me, all right? And I saw 5 beams. I saw 2 on my right, 1 in the front, and 2 on my left. And I was doing like this. And all of a sudden, a little fear had kicked in because my experience with them in the past has not been all that good. I don't think it's been really good with nobody because every time I think about grade, I think about pain, what they be doing to you. They'll send you back home and all of that once they're through with you. But I never really had a good experience with them. Let me just say that. That I know of. It's never been positive. But anyway, I saw them, and what they do is they'll cause you to be in a paralyzed state to where you can't harm them. Because most people come out swinging, and it's been times, I've seen them with my spiritual eyes when I was asleep, and I just, it's like my inner man just rises out of my body and I'm swinging at them. I kid you not, I'm like swinging at them. It's like this spiritual defense that comes over me. But the point I'm trying to make is I saw them all around me, and then eventually a little fear kicked in. I had to get myself together, operate in power, love, and sound mind, and I had to remove the fear. And I did what I know. I started calling the name of Jesus because I know this is work, And so I said about 2 or 3 times, Jesus' name, leave me alone, leave me alone. I kept saying it, leave me alone, Jesus' name. And I think the first time the grip got a little tighter, because whatever this energy that they have wrapped around your body is real strong. And there are also times I know they're around me because I hear like this little vibrating sound. It sounds like woo, 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 woo. I would hear something like that as well. That gives me an idea when they are around as well. But anyway, when I say in the name of Jesus, leave me alone, so I say about 2 or 3 times, eventually the grip released from me, and they just faded out. All right, they just faded out. And when it happened, the first thing came to me was, oh my God, you fool. You lower your spiritual defenses down. You sit up there thinking negative and speaking negative, even though you didn't really like curse them, but it was still what came out of your mouth. You still, wanted something negative to happen to them. As far as like having a restless, night, that's still negative to really try to think anything negative towards somebody. You hear what I'm going with this? That was really my intention. Like I said, I want them to feel the way I felt. I wanted them to have a restless night and think about how they had treated me, but it was the intentions behind it, and it wasn't positive. That's the point I'm trying to make. And I should have known better. I'm open to the spirit realm, and I would hurt nobody but hurt myself if I sit here and speak death over somebody, speak negative over somebody. I can't do that, family. A lot of people do that are not even spiritual. A lot of people do it that's not even open to the spirit realm. They do it, but they get it in other ways. That karma, it comes right back on them. There's no getting away around it. The Most High God is no respected person. But I'm only sharing this to let you know, please be mindful how you think of others. Be mindful of what come out of your mouth. Because, see, that thing boomerangs. You think you're throwing it at them, boom, it's going to hit them. But see, what it's doing is it's coming right back to you, and it's going to hit you. And that hole that you're sitting for them to fall in, you're going to be the one that's going to fall in the hole, all right? And like I said, the Most High God, no respected person. During that night, when I had that experience, I hurried up and repented. Because I knew I was wrong. It's like when I had that situation happen to me, I automatically knew why it happened to me. Because I haven't been having any kind of negative encounters. It's been a long time I've been having a lot of negative encounters. And those negative encounters have been due to me low my vibration and thinking negative, all right? So I knew what time it was. I couldn't blame nobody but myself. So I'm just sharing it with you, family, letting you know how important it is. It's okay to get mad, don't stay mad. And definitely do not think any negative thoughts or intention towards another person. I don't care how they treat you. Do what the word tells us to do. But the Most High God, especially out His children, we are the children of the light. We are to pray for them. Just pray that they do right by you or the next person. Pray for them. And also get to that place of forgiving them and let it go. Pray for them, leave it at source, the Most High God feet, leave it there, and keep it moving. That's what I should have done. I've known better. But I was in my feelings, and I was feeling some type of way, but all I was doing hurt myself. And I could have had a spiritual second attack, to tell you the truth. Now, that right there wasn't a spiritual second attack, but I could have had one. That's just as bad. When you start having grace coming around, around you like that, that's what you don't want. We don't want to start that, especially with somebody that doesn't know how to stop it. There are steps to stop it, but if you don't know how to stop it, they will keep coming, all right? They pick their time, they will keep coming, harassing you and experimenting on you and doing things to you because they pretty much serve the darkness, all right? And when you're negative like that, you're on their level, all right? So you don't need complaining. You can't blame nobody but yourself. I couldn't blame nobody but myself, but I knew what time it was. So I hurried up and repented, and I own up to it that I was wrong. To no matter how I felt about that person, I was wrong. And so what? They haven't even apologized to me till this day. But you know what? It's okay because I have to do what's right for me. I have to do what the Most High God expect out of His child, which I am the child of the light. All right. I gotta do what's expected out of my Father, and He's telling me to love, and to forgive, and that's what your sister had to do. All right. And I was up for a little bit. I was restless for a little bit because I was sitting there. It gave me something to think about. How important what comes out of our mouth. How important it is how we think about people. Sometimes we get so caught up in our feelings, we mess ourselves up. It's time for us to get our feelings in check because our feelings are gonna mess us up, all right? And it definitely, pretty much what it would have messed me up had I not knew how to protect myself. I could have been like a lot of people. I could just be saying, stop, leave me alone, blah, 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 and they don't tell what could have happened. But thanks be to Most High God, all right? But giving me common sense and allowing me to operate in power, love, and sound mind, and to remove fear, and to do the necessary steps that it takes for me to get rid of them, shall I say. And they didn't come back, all right? Because, like I said, I got this sense, I know when they're around. I just know when they're around. And my third eye lets me know when they're around, all right? Because all of a sudden I see them all around me. It's like they'll be around my bed. They'll be all around me. And there's always more than one. I never see like just one. It's all, but I did one time, but I was able to open up one eye because they had me paralyzed. I was able to open up one eye, and I saw one all up my face like this, the big old black eyes. Scared the living daylight out of me, but I knew it was more in the room. But they do that to intimidate you and to paralyze you, to keep you from injuring them, because they're very fragile. Yes, they are, but they're very advanced. And that's one strength that they have to keep you from harming them, shall I say, by using their advanced technology against us, shall I say. But we still have the power. It's all about knowledge. Knowledge is everything. But I just want to share this with you, family, because like I said, had it not been that encounter, it could have been some other kind of encounter. It could have been me just having spiritual attacks, especially people who don't like you and they want to get at you anyway. And they can, if you know your spiritual defense, they can get at you, but you can't know nobody but yourself, So what if people don't like you? So what if somebody might say something that you don't like? You still not supposed to think negative towards them. You still are not supposed to have negative intentions towards them, because their boomerang of karma, their boomerang comes right back at you, especially if you're spiritually open. Oh yeah, you're going to see it and you're going to feel it. So that's all I got to say, family. I will be doing another video, a reading for the month of July, all right? I feel like it's really, really needed. I know many of you do appreciate the readings that I do. So that will be next. Be looking out for that. And I love you in Christ. I thank you for checking your sister out. And let me say this real quick too. Those organ pieces that my sister in the spirit, Miss Jill, has sent me, a while back I had like a lot of phlegm in my throat. And I know they're good for propelling dark energies, keeping them at bay from us, and they also promote positive energy around us. And I was also told that they're good for healing as well. I went online and I heard some people talking about how organs are good for healing. So during this time when I had like this little phlegm in my throat, I went to bed one night and all of a sudden I had like a coughing spell. You know how you get real heated, you start coughing. So I started coughing, and I said, I don't feel like getting up taking no medicine. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get one of the organs. She gave me one that was black and real heavy. Excuse me. I said, I'm gonna get one of these organs and I'm gonna place it right here in my throat. I kid you not, because I can sense energy real good. I placed the organ at my throat, family. I was laying down, I was laying back. I placed the organ right here at my throat. I kid you not. I'll probably say less than 2 minutes, I started feeling tingling sensation, and the coughing subsided. And I noticed the phlegm that was in my throat started to move towards the left, because it was like right in here. So I went ahead and moved the organ over to the left, and then it seemed like the phlegm just got less irritated in my throat, and all of a sudden I just stopped coughing. And then it got to where I wasn't feeling the phlegm in my throat anymore. I kid you not. I'm like, wow, this is some powerful energy that's coming off of these tools. They're very powerful. Obviously they are powerful if they can propel negative energy, or negative entities from getting close to you, but they are very powerful as healing tools. But the long story short, I didn't have to take any cough medicine. I left it there on my throat for a while because it felt so good. I was feeling this little tingling sensation in my throat, the energy that was coming off the organ. So after that, and then I had an experience using it when my stomach was, well, I was ovulating and I was cramping, right? Sometimes when I'm ovulating, I get the cramping as well. You know, some of us ladies are familiar with our bodies, so we know when we're ovulating. So down there, you know, below my stomach area, I had placed she had given me one that looked like a pyramid one, a pyramid, you know, organ. And I had placed it below my belly button, you know, just right in there while I was cramping, you know. I didn't want to take any medicine. I kid you not. I kid you not. Less than 3 minutes. I started feeling a tingling sensation anyway, you know, the energy that was coming off of it. I can feel it. And I let it sit there. It's like it just felt good on my little tummy. So I sat there for a while, and all of a sudden the cramping subsided. It got lesser and lesser and lesser. I said, "Oh my God, I got to share this. I got to share this." Family, if many of you have any, use them for healing. If you have a headache, place it on your forehead. If you have a coughing spell, which is due to a cold or you get overheated, place it on your throat. Ladies, if your stomach's cramping or your stomach might be hurt for whatever reason, place those organs in those areas that you are feeling uncomfortable, you know, and try this. Try it, because thus far it's been working for me. And also, not only that, I place all of them around my bed. Well, real close, but I place them all around my bed. And I tell you, the energy around my room is so positive. I just love it. Now, that incident that I had, that I told you about earlier, I didn't have them around my bed at that time. I had them in my closet, but they wasn't like close to me. She said keep them close to you. They weren't real close to me, but I keep them by my bed now. And to me, it's like when I'm asleep, my dreams are more vivid. When I'm meditating, I see more clearly through my third eye. I see with more clarity, shall I say. So I just want to tell me to do this, because I know it can help somebody. If you don't have any, Miss Jill, you can purchase from her or eBay or Amazon, because I did purchase one from Amazon. So the choices are yours. I'm sure many of you have them already, but try them for healing tools as well, because like I said, I've had nothing but good results thus far. So that's all I want to say, family. I love y'all in Christ. I thank you for checking your sister out. I thank you for supporting my channel. And I'm just in a state of gratitude. Yes, indeed. I'm always in a state of gratitude. That's the way to be. All right, that's how we get our blessings. Be in a state of gratitude. Peace and love to you all, family. Much love and blessings to you all. And bye for now.